Hey everybody, welcome back around to the Blog and Grill. I am your host Doug here with your video blog for October 5th, 2015. I have a great blog planned for you today. We'll be back with another blog Friday night, getting ready for the weekend in sports. But we're going to do a blog tonight and then we'll do one Friday. So what I want to get to first, I'm going to be picking my Major League wild card game winners. We're also going to go around the Shield and do a standings update as we're 4 weeks into the NFL season. But first thing I want to touch on, and I want to give some reasoning why I'm doing what I'm doing, is my college football rankings. Right now, in my college football rankings, we had a little bit of a shakeup after the Ole Miss loss and after Notre Dame lost as well. Notre Dame probably would have moved into my top 6 if they would have beat Clemson following the Ole Miss loss, but since they fell, that was an exciting game. We now just go to my top 6 right now. So I kind of have it tiered. I have my first 2 teams, Ohio State, Michigan State, who will play each other. They are at 1 and 2, and they're both from the Big Ten. My next 2, Baylor, TCU, they will play each other. And then 5, 6, Alabama, LSU, they will play each other. So probably what we're going to have here is I could see right now, and the teams just on the outside looking in, we have Utah just on the outside. We have Clemson just on the outside looking in. And still a one-loss Notre Dame team who's still right there in the thick of things, and an Ole Miss team with 1 loss as well. I'm putting Alabama in just because I really like their win over Georgia, and I've had Alabama up there as well. I think LSU still undefeated in the SEC. They still have their tough part of their schedule coming up. I'm still putting them at number 6. And really what it comes down to is these teams are going to play each other and be able to knock each other out. Baylor, TCU, those 2 teams, they'll play, eliminate somebody. If Alabama loses to LSU, Alabama will be eliminated. But if LSU wins, or if LSU loses, LSU could still be in as a 1-loss team. It just all is going to come down to who comes out of that SEC West. The SEC West is going to be the key. If it's an Ole Miss, an Alabama, or an LSU, whoever comes out of that is going to have a very good shot. And right now, Florida is looking like a possible team that could get into it out of the SEC East, with Will Grier playing really well at quarterback right now. And at the top with the Big Ten, I could see if enough of these teams accumulate 1 loss, if it's a close game, if the loser of the Ohio State-Michigan State game is Ohio State, I could still see Ohio State getting into the playoff as well as Michigan State. So that is something to watch going down the stretch of the college football season as we're just into it. But it's going to be starting to hit the mid-run here, and it's going to be getting to be in very, very important football. But right now, my top 4, my playoff teams, Ohio State, Michigan State, Baylor, TCU, bubble, Alabama, LSU, trying to sneak in. All right, it's time for our week 4 version of Around the Shield. So let's go Around the Shield. Jets move to 3-1 after Chris Ivory goes for 166 yards and a touchdown. Jets beat the Dolphins in London 27-14. Jaguars almost come back, but the Colts behind Matt Hasselbeck get the win 16-13. Giants with a dominating win over the Buffalo Bills. Their defense plays well. Giants beat the Bills 24-10. Panthers are 4-0 after a solid performance from a defense of the Carolina Panthers. They get a pick 6 by Josh Norman, and they beat the Buccaneers 37-23. Last-minute touchdown by Pierre Garçon, and Kirk Cousins gives the Redskins a 23-20 win over the Philadelphia Eagles, who are now 1-3. Jay Cutler and the Chicago Bears get off the schneid with their first win of the year, 22-20 over the Oakland Raiders. The Atlanta Falcons are now 4-0 after a 48-21 win over the Houston Texans, a dominating win. They were up 42-0 in the third quarter, and they win 48-21. Cincinnati Bengals also 4-0 after Jeremy Hill leads the Bengals to another win. They hold the Chiefs to 7 field goals as they get the win 36-21. Chargers' late field goal lifts them past the Browns. They win 30-27. And in the late games yesterday, Packers are now 4-0. Aaron Rodgers, 22-32 for 224 and a touchdown. Packers beat the 49ers 17-3. Rams give the Cardinals their first loss of the year. Rams are now 2-2. They beat the Cardinals 24-22. And the Broncos are 4-0 as well, as the Broncos just get by. Teddy Bridgewater plays well, but the Vikings are 2-2. Broncos win 23-20. And C.J. Spiller and Drew Brees connect on an 80-yard touchdown pass to beat the Cowboys in overtime, 26-20. All right, so let's just do a brief standings update here in the NFL as we are 4 weeks in. And let's first go to the AFC East. Patriots were on a bye yesterday, but the Patriots still are undefeated in that. New York Jets have to be the surprising team at 3-1, and the disappointing team just fired their coach Joe Philbin are the Miami Dolphins at 1-3. As we go to the AFC North, the Cincinnati Bengals really shown to be the cream of the crop in this division. Baltimore and Cleveland not looking good. Pittsburgh has the injury of Ben Roethlisberger that's going to sideline them a little bit, but the Bengals have a big game coming up next weekend against the Seahawks. We'll see if they can get it done and get through to 5-0. AFC South pretty wide open. Indianapolis Colts are 2-2. Titans were on a bye. Texans and Jags both lose. So Indianapolis right now is at the top at 2-2. So that's a very down division, and really Tennessee could put themselves right in a place where they could win or get a wild card out of this division. Denver Broncos 4-0. They're pretty much the cream in the AFC West, but the Raiders have to be the surprising team at 2-2. Don't be shocked there by the Chiefs at 1-3. They've had a tough schedule going on the road at Cincinnati and Green Bay and playing Denver. They will come home for a nice little homestand right after this week. Cowboys, Giants, Redskins, all 2-2 in the NFC East. I think the Giants have to be the favorite to come out of this division. The Eagles still are in it, though, only one game back after starting 1-3. Green Bay's 4-0, and I think they're going to win this division in a runaway. Minnesota Vikings 2-2. Bears 1-3. Detroit plays tonight. They're at 0-3. So I think Green Bay is going to win that division. And then if we go to the South, the Carolina Panthers 4-0, Atlanta Falcons 4-0, the rest of the division at 1-3. I think the Carolina Panthers are putting themselves in a good place, but I think the Falcons are more than likely going to win this division. And then finally, Cardinals pick up their first loss of the year yesterday. Important game tonight for Seattle if they can get a win and get back to 2-2. We'll have more NFL action Friday on the blog. All right, let's talk Major League Baseball playoffs. American League wildcard game tonight or tomorrow night for the Astros and the Yankees. Yankees come in losers of 6 of 7, and now CC Sabathia has checked into an alcohol rehab facility. He will be out for the entire postseason. Let's just talk about the starters for tomorrow, though. Dallas Keuchel, possible winner of the Cy Young in the American League. He's 20-8 with a 2.48. He has thrown 2 starts against the Yankees, 16 innings pitched, no earned runs, 9 hits and 21 strikeouts. He has pitched very good against the Yankees. And then Masahiro Tanaka on the other side, 12-7 with a 3.51, shown that he can be unhittable at times, but has just 1 start against Houston, 5 innings, 7 hits, 6 earned. I think the Astros have more bats and they're playing better at this time. I'll take the Astros to win this game and advance on to the division series. Yankees have very little postseason experience and just really are not playing well right now. National League wildcard game, which will be Wednesday night, Cubs versus Pirates. Jake Arrieta, 22-6, 1.77, had a masterful second half of the year, going up against Garrett Cole, 2.60. Cole's 2-1 with a 2.13 against the Cubs this year, but Jake Arrieta's 3-1 against the Pirates with a .75 ERA. I will take the Cubs to win this game. I think they have more bats. I like what they've been doing. Their bullpen's been a lot better. So I'll take the Cubs and the Astros to win these National League wildcard games and get into the division series. Always remember, you can check me out on sportsmindednews.com. I will be back on Friday with another blog for you as I will pick some games for the weekend, get you set for a great weekend of sports. Thanks for tuning in to the Blogging Grill. It's been a lot of fun doing this with you. You can follow me on Twitter at YankeeBaller415. You can comment, question, subscribe to my page. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you back here on Friday. Have a good week.